Everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have Helen with me, and super fun thing about Helen, we've been family friends for years and years, and her family, anyway, they're super special people. Helen has been growing her hair out. I think this is 2 years now. Am I right? Is that okay? So 2 years. We used to have her hair, if you look back at the videos, short, spiky. And so if you're wanting to grow your short spiky out, look, it's proof. You can do this. And I mean, it's been like this for a while, so we've just been maintaining it. So there are videos that I have done to how to grow out a pixie. So anyway, this is where we're at. So last time we cut it into an A-line. She's really loving that and getting lots of compliments on it. And so we are going to show you that today. So for her A-line, we like to take this length up in the back. So if you can see, I am cutting this on an angle. Okay, and now on this side, I'm going to tilt the head. I'm going to make sure that her chin is not like clear down, just, yep, normal like that. She knows exactly where to go with it. And then I'm just gonna come in, trim the length here. Okay, that's about right, because she likes it right there around her chin. Okay, back here, we're gonna put her head down again. Again, we're coming on an angle up to this middle. Okay, and then gonna tilt. She knows exactly. She puts her chin up, and we're going to trim this up, going down on the angle. And again, we're leaving that by her chin. Okay, now before, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this first. We're gonna clean up her neck. Every time I love it when she comes back for her cut, she literally has a tan line every time. Doesn't matter if it's winter, summer, whatever, she always has a little tan line. We always like to tease about that. Okay, so you can see how nice that's laying. Okay, and then of course, before I start the back, I'm gonna make sure the sides are even. Okay, and then, okay, we are going to take, from ear to ear, we are going to section that part up. I always love to take the middle section and angle this up. So we want to get rid of this bulk that's here in the back. Angle up this way. And then I brush that down, and then I take the next little section. So vertical sections. Same thing, hold this back, take that length off. We've done this really pretty red color on Helen. And I'll show you guys, it's probably been 7 weeks since we've colored it. Anyway, and this red on her looks so pretty. So I'm excited to show you when we get done. But, so I'm taking that other section, going off to the left here now. Then I will show you make sure that everything is even, how to double check it. If you were just starting, and obviously you learned this in school, but you always cut wrist to wrist. So you turn this way. There are certain angles sometimes that I do have to turn my, hand that way. But if you can, and it saved me, I haven't had carpal tunnel, anything, knock on wood. I need to knock on wood for 27 years now. But I really think that's a huge reason I haven't, is because I have cut hand or wrist to wrist. So if you can, turn your hand wrist to wrist and cut that way. I hope I don't jinx myself by saying that, but it does help. So you can see that I'm coming up. See, that's a tiny bit longer there. So I'm just going to even that out a tiny bit. But that's how you double check, is you come up horizontal where I cut vertical at the beginning. Okay, so now I'm going to take, and we are going to see all that. We're going to take this and bring that length off. Yeah, it's crazy to think. And then, of course, I'm not taking as much here on this top because she's liking it a little longer, but she still likes the layers. But yeah, it's so funny how fast her hair grows. And that it was that short. You know what I mean? It's so great. But I did have lots of people reach out, saying those videos did help them grow it out. Because a lot of times, people will want to grow out their hair and they never make it because they can never get past stages. And Helen did so well. She didn't really go past stages that made her want to cut it off. But there are little keys and tricks that, to keeping it to where you don't chop it off. And so, yeah, if you look back at those videos, it can show you how to grow it out. She was a trooper. She did it. And what's fun is, we always say short is so easy, and it truly, truly is. But the cool thing is, Helen just said, yeah, it's super easy, this cut for her. And so I'm like, wow, you know what? She's made, because we was scared for that too, huh, Helen? Right? When we was growing it out, we're like, oh, this could be scary. So you can see how I'm holding her hair back. That's just to keep the length. So when it comes forward, when it falls forward, it will fall longer. Okay, so I'm just coming back through, double checking these areas. There's a little bit there and through here. Okay, awesome. Now the top, what we're gonna do is bring this up and trim on an angle because it's an A-lining. So we like it to kind of come down this way. And so that's why I'm not cutting it straight across, that we are bringing it up on an angle, because this is going from the shortest layer up to the length that falls around the face. So just wanted to show you that. Okay, now we're gonna hold this out. Are you doing good, Helen? Okay. I mean, it's no different than from when we're not filming, because I'm yapping like no other when we're just cutting too, so. I do like to talk, darn it. Okay, then we're gonna come to this side. I was saying in the cutout video, or the growing out process, a ton of people will say, well, I'm gonna grow out my hair, so they just don't touch it and they don't trim it. And that's actually, yeah, that's the worst thing to do. So definitely need to trim it every 6 to 8 weeks. I would do every 6, but definitely want to stay on that. Okay, now what we're going to do are the bangs. I'm just going to come on an angle a little bit. Same thing coming down this way. Just barely trimming these edges because she likes it long. But like I said, that just shows you, like, even though we're just barely taking any off of this front because she likes it long, you're still trimming it. So very important. Okay, her bangs going up about a 1/2 inch into the long bang and opening and shutting my shears softly. And that way, cut little hairs in there so it's not just all cut like this. Okay, it's a little bit of texture in there when you take the length off up in the bang a little bit without taking the whole bang short. So same thing, just kind of come up here, just kind of barely trim this. And then of course, texture. That texture is Helen's best friend. So texture with Helen is, she has tons of hair, okay? Super thick. Her texture is more fine, a little bit more fine, not super fine, but a little bit more. And so that makes your hair heavy when it's super thick, but a little bit fine. And so we obviously need to texture hers more than usual. Okay, so you can tell I didn't go around the hairlines. I didn't come up in the part. Don't do that or you're gonna get little flyaways. And then I'm just gonna come through the bang area and do a tiny bit through that area. There's been times when Helen will drop by and I'll just do a little bit of texture here and there just to give it some oomph. We haven't had to do it as much since she's grown it out, but I always tell my clients, if you ever need texture in between cuts, just drop by and I'll hurry and do it. So it works. Okay, now we are going to put the mousse in, which is from Kenra. It is the volume extra. It has the number 17 right here if you are looking for any of that. I have the link below in the shop, and so you can go down there and find it. And if not, let us know, we can help you. Okay, and then volume and lift spray, just through the top a little bit. I'm gonna rub that in good. And we're gonna dry. We are going to round brush. So we have the volume. And then we will flat iron a little bit. So we're gonna dry this back down. And it is crazy. Every time we cut her hair, we always talk about it looking darker with her color. It kind of brings her color back. It's crazy. So back and forth, this back area. Then we're gonna kind of come on this side. You can tell I'm just kind of drying up and around, just so it gives it some volume. Same thing on this side, just kind of up and around. Okay, then we're gonna take the round brush. It's about 80% dry. You can always pull this hair out of the way if you feel like you need to move that hair. And then when I start getting towards the top, I will start to lift up on the round brush, so it gives you more volume. Maybe I'll come on this side so I don't get in the way. We can pull on this, lifting this up. And I'll hold that, let it cool for a second. This will give it the most volume, and then we'll come back through and I will take the flat iron to it. You doing good, Helen? Okay. I was thinking the other day, Helen, when we cut Jade's hair off, remember, and it's super, super long? We cut it off. I have pictures of him. He took the hair and put it up on his, like he had a mustache. I just thought about that. It's so funny. So, like, that'd be good. What's that?
But that like that.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever seen him with that long of hair. He is funny.
Right.
Okay, so same thing. I still up on top. All right, and then I just come back through. Just make sure it's dry. All right, then I take my clip. I take this, just flat iron it down. Yeah, I have had a lot of people through the years. I've done Helen's hair for 27 years, which is crazy to think. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. These clients become your family. So even though I knew her before as a family friend, like, oh man, it has been, she's had lots of experiences with my kids and all sorts of things. Super fun. And I have with yours, her son Jade is hilarious. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're just bringing this down. Yeah, can you believe you have all this hair down by your face? I mean, it's so crazy to think, good, I'm so glad. Such a fun change, right?
Yeah. So we had our Halloween thing at work.
Oh, yeah.
And me and my friend dressed up as Dumb and Dumber. Their hair up in a hairnet and wigs and everything. And she's like, I don't dare take my wig off. what my hair's gonna look like.
Uh-huh.
I took mine off and I just kind of ran my fingers through it, shook my hair.
And it was styled.
It's out there.
That's awesome. But see, that's what's fun. Stuff like that. You're like, oh, my hair's easy peasy. Just going right back into its style after you're all dressed up. That was probably fun for you.
It was. Yeah, when you was talking about bangs being just a straight cut, I was Harry that had the...
No way. Just straight across. Or Lloyd. Is it Lloyd? Lloyd and Harry. Oh my gosh, that's cute. That's so fun. You're going to have to send me pictures of that one.
Yeah.
That's so fun. I'm going to take the oil, you guys. This is a light oil. Just like I'm going to do 3 little drops. Just rub it in, and then I'm just going to bring it through her hair. Get these little flyaways. Then just a few out. Just smooth this down. Okay, and then we are going to back comb. We used to do her hair more poofy. She doesn't do it as poofy anymore when it's longer, but we do add just a little bit to accentuate the A-line. So I'm just coming through a tiny bit, just gonna spray, and then I'll just kind of push it back down into place. And then after I poof this part just a little bit, then we will turn her into the mirror so I can see what I've done. It's so funny to like do it in front of you and then look into a mirror. It's totally different. So, and those stylists out there like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Everybody else wouldn't notice. I'd be like, wait, what? When you see something, you see it, but no, you don't see the full picture till you look in the mirror. Okay, so we are going to turn you to the mirror. Yes, isn't that crazy? Every time we cut it. Yeah, exactly. We'll take that, huh? Blends so well. But you can see this pretty color that we put in her hair, and it just blends super good. Okay, I'm going to turn her around one more time so you can see that A-line, how it goes the short and longer on the sides. Then she has the cute bang that adds so she doesn't feel like it's just hanging and heavy. So if you do have an A-line and you're feeling heavy, add a little bang in there, you'll love it. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Helen, thank you. Again, you're amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know if you have any ideas for videos. I would love to do those for you. So have a good day, you guys, and we'll chat later. See ya.